You're looking live at a shot of the Limaland Raceway Park, Aleta, Ohio, the Buckeye State virtual style. Getting ready to go here tonight for modifieds. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Live Sim Racing, the voice of iRacing, of course, and Live Sim Racing welcomes you, LSRTV, for coverage of Wednesday Night Thunder. It is the World of Thunder DirtFan.com, UMP Dirt Car Modifieds. Tonight on LSRTV, it is the Team Outlaw 60, live from virtual Limaland Raceway Park in Aleta, Ohio. I've had the privilege to actually announce races up here before. Joining us on the program, I'm Wesley Outland of Speed 51, Fox Sports Radio, MAV TV, LSR TV, and joining me is Charles Wooten. Charles is going to be producing, directing, and co-announcing with me. We got a lot of hats going on tonight, brother.
Yeah, the jack of all trades here tonight. We got a lot going on. Of course, one of our other announcers having some PC issues. That's 2 in 1 week we've had with PC issues. We're going to have to do something about that, but should be a really good race here tonight at Limaland.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to having Nick Robbins join me for 2 weeks in a row now, and something's happened where he's not available. So definitely, and by the way, you be safe over there, man. It looks like in the Oklahoma, Texas area, they got some nasty weather in that area tonight.
Yeah, it's getting there. You know, we've already had the power go out once today. I think that's just TXU not knowing what they're doing. But yeah, the weather's ramping up about as much as this race is probably going to here in just a little bit. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get this race finished. We've already been in one rain delay. Let's hope we don't go into another.
Yeah, hopefully not, for sure. We are having this session. It's about to wrap up here in a few moments, and then we'll get ready for this big event. Limaland Motorsports Park is sanctioned by NASCAR Home Tracks, and it is also an awesome dirt track, very unique. Not a lot of banking, but very wide in the corners, and I think we're going to see very interesting modified racing from that tonight, Charles.
We definitely are. And of course, you know, speaking of racing, Wesley, we got a lot of it, but it's broken down into a few areas and select how they do this. It's not just a free-for-all out there.
Yeah, for sure. If you're not familiar with LSR TV or the coverage of the World of Thunder, DirtFan.com, UMP Modified Series tonight, we're first off, welcome aboard. Like it, share it, follow us at LSR TV, and of course, World of Racing, the World of Thunder iRacing League on Facebook. But in addition to that, you know, they have a little practice session. Practice is wrapping up. They're going to be here in a few moments getting ready to do their qualifying. Qualifying will light up their heat races. There'll be 10-lap heat races. 10-lap heat races, a certain amount will transfer in. 15-lap B mains, if necessary, a couple of B mains be added, and then the main event tonight is 60 laps, and you see why. This is a very small bull ring here at Limaland. And by the way, our race information ticker is presented by RaceOnTexas.com.
Yeah, good group of guys there at Race on Texas. Of course, I am not obligated to say that, or I may be. We don't know, but still, you know, a great group of guys over there. But of course, great group of guys over Speed 51, MAV TV, where you come from as well. You know, all the time getting to do a joint effort here with you. We absolutely love it. So we got about a minute left here, just over a minute here for the World of Thunder. This is, of course, their UMP Modified, brought to you by DirtFan.com. They have 5, or actually 6 different classes they run. They run 5 different races over on UDTV on Sunday night. We get one of them here. We're kind of like the stepchild. We get the hand-me-downs. No, just kidding. But we get one race. They have 5 on Sunday. But if you're watching this and you like it, definitely check them out on Sunday. Some good racing over there as well.
Yeah, I want to say my announcing colleague Chris Nunn and Brett Wheeler, I think they announced those races and a couple of more on the team with 410 sprint cars, super late models, modifieds. They do all sorts of stuff on Sunday night. As a matter of fact, my buddy up in Ohio or Indiana, Chris Nunn, he does probably about 3 broadcasts on Sunday night himself. So he's about War Slam out. Kind of like what I did the other week ago with you guys. We did a race on a Thursday night, opened up at Daytona, done a deal with Speed 51 for the Super Series, and then turn around and done another late night race with you at the Northwest Racing Series until like 2 o'clock in the morning. So you got to be glad I love you, Charles, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be announcing iRacing at 2 o'clock in the morning. So
we're definitely going to see how much.
Sure,
yeah, we'll see how much that love goes, and so we may be calling on you for tomorrow night as well.
Hey, I'm ready to roll, brother. If you need me, Half Bike will travel in the world of computer racing too, if need be. So they're not wasting any time, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're getting closer and closer to getting ready for the heat race to get underway here. Heat race number 1 about to get started. Remember, by the way, at LSR Racing TV on Facebook, we got all that cool stuff going on. So we'll get the field assembled here and get them lined up for heat race number 1. Not going to lie to you, I'm having a little bit of trouble being able to recognize the names on the ticker here, Charles. So I don't know if you can help me out and try to help me give a lineup for heat race number 1.
We can indeed. We'll break out the other thing here in a minute, as it's going to be Cole Harvey and Chris, I believe that's Uphoff in row 1, followed by Joe McLaughlin, Zane Yost. We know him quite well. Cody Batten, Dustin Hall, Brett Blue, we'll have to get to that one here in a minute. We'll call him BB here for tonight. John Halden, Nate Choder, and Zach Holt and Noah Groves are going to be your drivers here, as we'll switch over to the main camera again using some older software. So we'll have to get to that here quickly, and we may have to switch to some other software here in a moment. We'll let you know on that if that is the case. So again, we're trying this software out, so if need be, we will switch over to our secondary software that we are going to be using more often.
I'm declaring an audible. I'm declaring an audible, Charles, because I'm having trouble seeing the names. I can barely see the numbers. I think it's 85 and 129, row 1, 35 and 30, row 2, and yeah, let's throw an audible and change the ticker for sure so we can see them. Nonetheless, they're coming out of turn 4. Green flag in the air, 10 laps in heat race number 1. Leader pulls away. That's the 85, but we got trouble, and they are already crashing. Driver X, driver Q, driver Y, driver Z. Caution in turns number 1 and 2.
Caution is out, so we are going to call an audible on this one. We're going to quickly pull this off the screen, as we're under caution anyway. So, well, we're not going to miss anything. So grab that off the screen, and we will again pull that audible, and hopefully we don't get any random pop-ups on the screen like that right there. So we do apologize for that, as occasionally does seem to happen. We do again apologize. Is it frozen? It's just not live. There we go. So
hey, if the wheels are gonna fall off, we're all gonna fall off together, okay? Like, seriously. So I just need to have a better ticker with the names and the car numbers so I can be able to call the show. So that's like I said, man, we're wearing a lot of hard hats tonight. Charles Wooten, he's doing the broadcast, he's also doing the production, he's also doing the graphics, timing and scoring, throw that in the overlay, as well as co-announcing. So we just had a 4-car accident up off the corner at a 1 and 2, getting things kicked off. I don't think we got any laps complete, Charles, so I think we're gonna re-rack them and restack them, and we will start over.
We are indeed. Again, we're gonna, whoops, and that is not the logo we're wanting. So let's go ahead and at least get this up on the screen, and all sorts of jacked up here. We're gonna be setting these here in just a moment.
They're dark. They're very dark. I can't see.
It is very dark. We're gonna be adjusting that. As we apologize right now, though. Cole Harvey is out front. We are having all sorts of issues here tonight.
I think it's Cody Dalton second. I think Cody Dalton in the second spot. So you got
Cody Batten.
There you go.
And again, we're gonna get him some live time again. A lot of stuff not going the way we wanted it here tonight, so we are going to get that, as we just got you the live time there over on Facebook. And we'll be adjusting these overlays here momentarily. We do apologize for that. It's having some technical difficulties going on. The heat race number 1 is underway, as it's Cole Harvey out front, Cody Batten in a second, as Curtis Uphoff, sorry, in third, and Zane Yost going to be your 4th place. Nate Choder, that's somebody we've come to say quite a bit here, Wesley.
That's right, as they get ready to come off the corner, another lap in here for this event. As we're watching these drivers come off of turn number 4, this is heat race number 1. 10 laps to distance. It's actually going by quite smoothly since we had the incident on the start. And again, watching these drivers battle off the corner. Still have that man out there leading the way. Of Cole Harvey. Cole Harvey is the man leading the way, and it's timing and scoring's going AWOL like it did the other night too. I'm having trouble finding all these names also. So, nonetheless, they come across the line. Laps continue to tick away here. Harvey going to take the white flag. One more lap to go for Harvey in the number 85. He is leading the way. Batten is in the second spot. Everybody else is getting ready to cross the stripe here. And at Limaland, Heat 1 is completed, and it will go to Cole Harvey in 85.
It is indeed. We're going to step away real quick, 30 seconds, throw a commercial up. We'll be right back here in just a second as we're going to try to quickly get this all sorted out here for the overlays.
They say everything is bigger. These guys down in Texas aren't messing around. This feature race will separate the boys from the men, the girls from the ladies. Can you handle racing 300 laps for $25,000? It's not as easy as you think. We don't stop to tow those too weak. We just push them out of the way. We don't run 20 laps. We run 300 each night. We don't care about what you and your boys have under the hood. Bring all you got. Don't be scared. Call my Cowboy Jack today to get signed up. It all goes down on October 2nd and 3rd in Mesquite, Texas, just outside of Dallas. Kenny Wallace is coming back this year to try again. You don't have excuses. Go to LoneStar600.com now.
Yeah, I'm still having trouble. Hey, getting ready back here at Limaland. Heat race number 2 is coming up. We are still trying to make some adjustments on the graphics for the lineup and the scoring ticker. If the wheels are going to fall off, we're all going to have them fall off together for sure. So we're having a good time. We just saw heat race number 1. Green flag is in the air. We're underway here in heat race number 2. I want to say it's Dylan Miss. Is he the one that's leading the way there in the number 1
yes.
position?
Dylan Wilson out front, part of the D1RT team. Right behind him going to be Rocky Battenfield, followed by Dylan Fox and Chase McDermott. Both of those sitting there in 3rd and 4th. Again, having some technical issues here tonight. For some reason, something's not wanting to load properly for us here. That is not right. Dylan Wilson going out front in the number 80, as that's going to be Jordan Casey behind him in the number 99, technically being scored, but 42 on the track.
Yeah, I also the live link you sent me for timing and scoring, I think it's the wrong one too, if we could possibly get that again. But Dylan Wilson is leading the way right now. As we mentioned, we're watching Battenfield trying to close in there and make something happen for 3rd and 2nd as they battle. Wilson now falling back to the number 1 and 2 position. Now we have a caution on the speedway, so the yellow flag will come out, working lap 6 of 10 here in heat race number 2. So
yeah, we'll see if that link works better again. So having major issues here tonight. Not sure what is going on. We're going to keep trying to get it right for you. See if we can get this all sorted out.
Yeah, that's the same as the last one, the same link. So I don't know. Oh wow. So we're still hanging in here under the yellow flag. I want to say it's Jordan Gase that's leading the way, flip-flopping with Dylan Wilson.
Yes, Jordan Casey.
Jordan Casey. Well, I know if our viewers are seeing how hard it is to see the names on the upper left, it's definitely difficult for me as well. So we'll try to wing through this thing as best as we can. I don't know what's going on, but we have Wilson still leading. Casey's in 2nd. Battenfield is 3rd. Fox is 4th, and we get ready to come back to green with 5 laps to go. We're working lap 6 of 10. Wilson on the loud pedal of the outside of the racetrack, and here comes Casey powering back to the bottom. He'll try to make a move there on the inside as they exit off of turn number 4. Looks like it's going to be now Casey going to the number 1 spot. Wilson, they're trying to fight back on the outside to make something stick here. Remember what I said about Limaland. It's a small, fast bull ring. Wide, but not banked as they fight off the corner. 3 wide to the line. It's going to be 2 to go this time by as they go back into the corner with the man leading the way of Wilson. Casey right there. Fox is in 2nd and 3rd as that battle heats up. Bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Fox. Casey back in the mix across the line. This time by it'll be the white flag in the air. 1 more lap to go here in heat race number 2 as they will get ready to come to the line this time by, and they will take the white flag. 1 more lap remaining for Dylan Wilson. Wilson is leading the charge here now. 2 to go over Fox, Casey, Battenfield. The top 4, the way they transfer. Here they come to the line out of turn number 4. Checkered flag will go in the air, and we will give it to number, there we go. Dylan Wilson will get it done.
Well, go ahead and take it home. Hopefully that new timing and scoring there working for you with the new link I just sent.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
so we got that working.
We're finally getting somewhere for sure, yes.
we may be moving at a turtle's pace, but we're getting there somewhere. Isn't it? The turtle won, so that is good that we're finally getting at least somewhere for tonight's race. Is your next heat race coming out onto the track? It's gonna be well, again,
Mike Vanagon will be on the pole. Yeah, Mike Vanagon on the pole in the car number 2. Mike Vanagon to his outside. It's going to be the other entry of Daniel Passmore, I believe it is. Also in the racetrack in this mix is again the upper left ticker is just we'll wait for them to start coming to green here, and we'll be able to give you a proper lineup.
Yeah, let's go this. Let's get to there we go, and that is not even right, so we can't even pull that up again. We're having issues with the overlays here tonight, big time. They don't want to load properly. Then when they do, they load the wrong data in them. We're gonna have to take the ruler to the hand of some of these developers here. Is all sorts of horrible issues here, but it's gonna be Mike Vanagon, as you said, Bryson Daffin. Followed by Blake Bailey, Daniel Passmore, Richie Yost, Eric York, Tyler Batten, James Grace, and Josh Vinci are going to be your 9 drivers here in heat race number 3.
That's right. Heat race number 3, another 10-lap event here. As we continue again with our coverage on LSRTV. Looks like we're going to try to come for a green flag here now. We're lap number 2 of 10. Not sure what that's all about. Looks like they were letting caution laps count here, so they got to reset the lineup again. Here we go. We are underway in heat race number 3. Heat race number 3, another 10-lapper. Mike Vanagon will be the man on the jump on the lead. As there goes Bryson Daffin there in the number 2 spot. And we are under the caution flag. Nice. Yellow flag will wave. And I was looking at time and scoring, not even sure what happened there for having the yellow fall. And we'll see if our LSRTV instant replay can track it down and find out what happened. If not, it's because we're trying to make the broadcast better.
Yeah, we got one on lap 0, Bryson Daffin. We'll see if this was off the start is the only thing we have. So I'm wondering if something happened back there they just didn't like. As that was him, the 18 that kind of jumped there a little bit, but of course this isn't a standing start, so jumping a little bit won't hurt anything. As we'll have to wait and see what happened. It goes back a little further than we wanted it to, but we'll wait to see. And we may not wait too much longer. They're going to be going green, but the green flag was just about to come out. I think here, Wesley, they just didn't like the start.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, it's actually no caution. Nobody got any hiccups or anything. I just think they called for a restart, as Charles said. So we'll get the field reset. We'll get ready to go back for green here.
Yeah, so yeah, nothing so far. We'll go back as the green flag is just coming out. That number 18 of Daffin still out front, and they are making major contact back there.
There's a cause for the yellow flag. 3, 4 cars involved. Oh yeah, that's Batten there in the 20 car. You've got Tyler Batten. You've got 2, 3, 4, 5 cars all crashed over there. So yeah, now we're under yellow flag.
Now we definitely are. This time it's still going to be Mike out front in that 27 machine. Again, we apologize for all the issues here tonight. Just not the night we wanted to. Quite frankly, I didn't even know I was going to be on the mic. If I had, I would have fixed my hair a little better.
Supposed to be joining us. I'm kind of disappointed Nick Robbins wasn't able to work with me again here, but I will say that, we're kind of, you work the trial under fire, you get thrown to the wolves, or however you want to call that scenario. You make the best of it and do the best you can. So everybody that's watching the broadcast can see that we're having the ticker scoring problems. We're having it in the broadcast booth. We're having it on the link and on the stream. So hopefully we can be able to get all this stuff taken care of. And in addition to that, poor Charles is also co-announcing with me. So, I mean, if Charles, you got to step away and try to work on technical things to try to get it back right again. I completely understand. As we are under green flag again in heat race number 3, we are door to door for the lead. That is Passmore, and that is also the driver Bailey in that mix, fighting for that position. This is for the second position on the racetrack, fighting there off the corner. As we have Yost in the mix, that's for first, second, and third. How about it?
Yeah, and Bailey was actually out of the race, having an issue with the overlays. It does it with the ATVO as well, where it puts drivers a lap down when they automatically leave the race or go to the pits. It puts them ahead of everybody when caution laps don't count. So that's unfortunate. But again, Yost out there, that is Richie Yost. He is in that 29 machine on the inside. He is battling hard for the lead as we're on lap number 6 of 10. As he's trying to get by it, but the bottom side, I think it's working, but we'll see how much longer the bottom side does work, as they're almost going to make contact coming down the backstretch.
Yeah, one lap you see Vanagon fighting for the lead. The next lap you see Yost fighting for the lead. That's how it stands right now. Then you've got York also in the mix there, sitting in the top 3, and Josh Vinci also there, and that's how it stands with those drivers fighting. James Grace is the man on the tail end of the bubble, making it to the transfer spot. As we're coming to the end of this thing here now. 2 laps to go. Mike Vanagon, and still you have Yost fighting for position, trying to move through lap traffic. The white flags in the air. 2 lap cars in the midst of the leaders as they negotiate to the turn 2. Back straightaway, final time into turn 3 with 2 lap cars as a pick in front of the pack. They'll come out of turn number 4. Mike Vanagon will take on lap traffic comers and hold on to take heat race number 3 over Mike Yost. Then you've got Vinci in the mix. They'll all transfer into the feature along with the driver of green there.
Yeah,
so there you go.
We're going to have a 4th heat race. I'm not sure if we're going to have 5 or not, but this one going to be one you're going to have to watch. Is Shad Prescott going to be your guy sitting on the front in that M14 machine? It's going to be Shad Prescott, Benji Killen, Kenneth Dakey Jr., Jack Reitz, Sheldon we'll just call it. We'll get that one here in a minute. Again, I apologize for his name. Is a new driver here we haven't seen in a while, or at all, for that matter. Dylan Thomas, Sean Powers, Ben Lewis, and Kevin Williamson are going to round out your 4th heat race, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the final heat race or not.
We'll see what goes on here as they'll get ready to come out of turn number 4. Another lap under the yellow flag, and we'll get ready to turn them loose. This is the events tonight. LSRTV in the house, ready to roll. Charles Wooten, Wesley Outland had a little technical issues, but we're finally gathering her, getting her back in here, ready to roll. This is your home of sim racing, your home for sim racing. All of the great coverage here tonight with the World of Thunder. Dirt fan.com. UMP Dirt Car Modifieds. This is heat number 4. Green is in the air. Prescott pulling away from the pack as we are underway here. Shad Prescott on the gas, pulling away from the pack here as you got Benji Killiman there. He's in the number 2 spot. Killian also there is Jack Reitz. I think it's Jack Reitz. As they come off the corner, we're 1 lap in, 2 laps in, and it is still Prescott leading the way, Charles.
Yeah, Prescott leading the way. No surprise there. Those D1RT guys fast wherever they go. They even have on the car somewhere, if you can find it, it'll say D1RT domination as Killian trying to run him down as Reed's trying to get there as well. And the one on the bubble is that 105 machine. He's in the 4th position trying to better himself as it's going to be Kyle Morrison trying to run him down in the 93 machine. The question is, can Morrison get by that 105?
Chad Prescott, the man that's leading the way in the number 2 spot, Benji Killian. He is in 2nd spot. Then you've got the man Jack Wrights in 3rd. There they are as they all negotiate off the corner. Sheldon Orbeal is also there in 4th position for that transfer position as we see them all fight away around the racetrack. We're just after halfway, and Prescott still the man leading the way as they all negotiate around Limaland, this tight bull ring. NASCAR sanctioned for home tracks, dirt track action at its best in Alita, Ohio, virtual style tonight with the World of Thunder on LSRTV. They're at the line in 3 to go.
They are 3 laps to go. Of course, Prescott out front, Killian behind him. Killian's actually gained ground on Prescott, trying to make something work here as they come to get 2 laps to go. 2 to go as Flagman going to be waving that white flag with all his might here. Ain't just 1 lap, and boy, does he wave it ever.
Does he wave it ever as the field will fight away off of turn number 4. Laps winding down here as the man leading the way is going to be the driver, Shad Scott. He's out in front. They'll come to the stripe. This will be the end of heat race number 4. Prescott, Killian, Wrights, and those drivers will transfer in from the heat race number 4 here on LSR TV's coverage of iRacing World of Thunder. And Prescott with a phenomenal job, a great performance for him. And again, Prescott going to be one of those drivers of the 4 heat race winners as we get ready for B main number 1.
Yeah, it does say C main, but it is B main number 1. As we'll go through it real quick. It's going to be Zane Yost, James Grace, Nate Choder, Tyler Batten, Dustin Hall, Eric York, Brett Buellman, followed by Bryson Daffin, Joe McLaughlin, Daniel Passmore, John Haldane, Blake Bailey, Noah Groves, and Scott Holt are going to be your drivers here for B main number 1. Again, this is not where you want to be, Wesley, having to fight your way through one of 2 B mains.
No, you don't. You don't want to have to go through this stuff right here to go through a B main to make it into the show for sure. So we'll have to see how they set things up, and we'll get ready to go as the field is set. B main number 1 set up for 2 B mains, and then we have that 60 lap feature coming up here tonight. It's all part of our broadcast coverage of iRacing. It is, again, the World of Thunder, dirtfan.com, Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. It is the Team Outlaw 60, again on LSR TV, the voice of sim racing. I'm Wesley Outland, Charles Wooten along for the call. And again, this is Limaland Raceway Park in Alita, Ohio, as we get ready for B main number 1. B main number 1, the field getting assembled here and ready to go for 15 laps in their B main. So getting ready to get them to come off the corner. It looks like the green flag will come out next time by, and we'll get this thing underway here, Charles.
They will indeed. Again, we're going to keep working here to make this the best it can be here. Working, with some issues here tonight. We're going to keep adjusting those during that warm-up. But right now, it's B main number 1 with Zane Yost out front, James Grace in the 269 machine behind him, Tyler Batten, Nate Choder, Dustin Hall going to round out your top 5. We'll see right now that 93 of Yost, who's no stranger to getting a little rough out on the track. We'll see if that continues here tonight. But they're really starting to mix it up midfield to the back here with Choder, Daffin, Haldane, and York.
Whoa, look out, we got contact crashing in the corner in 3 and 4. And the caution will quickly come out. Yellow flag will wave. Let's take a look at your replay here of what happened. This happened a lap before. They were nestling 3 wide, and they go in the 1 and 2. Then all of a sudden, he got plowed into. nowhere to go. And the caution will come out. So yellow flag out over the speedway, and looks like he might go to the pits and he might be done for.
Yeah, I believe he's done. And of course, if you don't make it in here, we'll have to get clarification from Will Duvall there, the admin, how many are advancing. I believe it's, you know, upwards of 2 to 4, somewhere in there, as we're going to have this timing and sorting go bonkers here tonight because caution laps do not count. So we'll hide that here at least till the green flag comes out. Zane Yost still out front here. 15 laps is the distance for the B main number 1, and we're working lap number 3 at the moment, and timing scoring is still going to go a little wonky on us because of that, but we'll get it back up now. It's going to be Yost, Grace, Batten, Hall, and Passmore, your top 5. Choder, unfortunately, Wesley, on the outside right now out of that top 5.
Fighting for that position as they make their way back off the corner out of turn 4. It is Yost leading the way. Yost, Grace, Batten. And we're thinking that those are going to be your top 3, top 4 to transfer. Passmore's on the outside looking in as they get ready to come off the corner. A 3-car battle heating up for that position as they get ready to exit off the corner. Look at this battle here. It's Yost holding off the Grace and Batten off of Cat's Whisker as they make their way back to turn number 1 just after halfway coming up.
Yeah, not a lot of time to go as we're lap number 6 right now. Grace needs to do something if he wants to gain that spot again. We know at least the top 2 are going to make it, as we had 4 heat races, and I believe the top 3 made it. So several spots going to be able to make it from this race, as really the battles going on now are going to be Hall, Passmore, and Choder. Choder actually gets by Passmore to take 5th place away. Well, not sure if that is of the transfer spot or not. But we'll see. It all really depends on how many B mains they have as to how many advance, and we're getting word now that 6 advance. So right now, Passmore on that bubble spot.
There you go, top 6 transfer. So there you roll. You've got another 6 drivers from these 2 B mains going to the show. This says C main, but it's actually a B main 1. The other B main is coming up next. You got Yost and Grace and Batten, so all through the field, the top 6. So Passmore is the man that is on the tail end of the pack. He's on the bubble. They come to the line in 4 laps to go. We got caution.
Caution is out, and it's going to be Eric York as we go back to take a look at the replay here. And this is maybe what James Grace needed to see if he can catch back up. And right there, you see the contact and just nails the outside wall. 3 cars involved, and almost making it 4 with the 18. As again, caution coming out. Caution laps do not count here in any of the racing tonight, which is, you know, Wesley, it makes the timing and scoring thing go, well, crazy, but it's how racing should be in dirt track racing. Caution laps shouldn't
go
count.
a little AWOL.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's how it should be. Caution laps should not count for sure in this exchange. So
the timing and scoring going about as crazy as our night is here, trying to get everything going. Just to elaborate on how this week has gone here for LSRTV, we've had 2 people with computers down now. You had to put me in the booth as the green flag comes back out, and it's crazy. We're having issues with the overlays here tonight.
Showers and thunderstorms tonight, so definitely trying to keep it together for sure. So you got Yost leading the way. Grace is in second. They're going to have a couple of more laps to go in B main number 1 of 2. Top 6 transfer. Yost is in his own world, man. 3 car lengths behind him. They're fighting for 2nd through 4th, but the leader, Yost, is gone there. Using the top shelf and making it work, Charles.
Yeah, he is indeed, and you can see right there, he's number 93, 269. The difference in their numbers is about how far they are apart right now on the track as well. As Tyler Batten in that number 20 machine, he's trying to run down all of them, but look who's managed to get into 4th from 6th. That is Choder. Choder is working his way up in that 88 machine. I just don't know if it's going to be enough as they come to take the white flag here for Zane Yost. It looks to be the one taking the win here in the B main number 1. He's about half a lap away, and and he will do it. It's going to be Yost, Grace, Batten, Choder, Passmore, and Hall going to be the last one advancing to the A main 60-lap race. All the rest of these guys, Holt and the rest down there, unfortunately not going to make it.
And that's the way they finish in B main number 1. B main top 6 will transfer. We'll get ready to reset them and go again for another B main number 2 coming up here in just a couple of moments. And we'll see how they get set to roll in this final B main. This will be the final preliminary action of the evening here on LSRTV with the coverage of the World of Thunder, iRacing, DirtFan.com, Dirt Car, UMP Modifieds from Limaland, as we have a diversion with everything going on with our country with the pandemic, of having virtual iRacing tonight from Limaland, as Battenfield will be the man ready to bring him to the green flag, and the whole rest of the field will have another laps under caution, a couple of preliminary laps, and then we will get ready, Charles Wooten, for another 15-lap battle here, top 6 transfer, and then we have our 60-lap feature set.
Yeah, 60 laps, and again, we'll have a 5-minute warm-up in between there. That is going to be the time we're going to throw some commercials up, and we are going to start punching computers, getting the stuff to get to work what we can. As
Yes.
right now, it's working, but not the way we like. You know, we
If I
do
could
the
just see
buzz.
the letters a little bit more clear on the top, I'd be happy, you know.
Yes, we definitely want to make it a little bigger, and this is weird. It's not the set overlays that we had locked into this thing, so not sure what in the world transpired there, but we're definitely gonna just start loading every set of overlays we can until we find the one we want. So
Yes.
definitely
Getting ready to find the field to come to speed out of turn 4. Last preliminary of the night for World of Thunder Wednesday for the Modifieds. The leader bounces off the wall. That's Battenfield. He opens the door for second, third, fourth to pile on in there and make a run for the leader, Battenfield, but he holds strong, almost 4 wide at Limaland for the lead on lap 1.
Yeah, and you never can count out Rocky Battenfield over there. One of those VLR drivers, definitely going to be good. As Bryson Banks trying to get by him. Tyler, well, it was Tyler. Now he's back and forth. Now it's going to be Orville, Sheldon Orville that's sitting there. Tyler Walton now gets by him, and you really can't even call what position these guys in, as they're trading it about every half a lap.
They're flighting and they're slicing and dicing positions, like you said, on a chopping block of clay virtual style here at Limaland. Battenfield, the man leading the way here in the final preliminary of the night before the features. Off of 4. This battle continues again as they come to the line.
Yeah, and we're going to have to get this, we're going to get a sponsorship if we can. Back here for Sean Powers in 6. We're going to have to get a Chopped sponsorship for anyone that's seen that TV show, as that's right where he's at right now. He's safe, but Dylan Thomas is on the chopping block. He has got to gain 1 more position, and if I was him, I'd want 2 or 3 just to be sure, as he's trying to fight, and really it's just not working out. He's just behind this battle. The battle in front of him, they're definitely fighting though, and he may do it now.
Rocky Battenfield is leading the way. Then you've got this battle here as they come off the corner. I want to say it's Minion fighting off turn number 2 as they come back to around the 1 and 2. Excuse me. The 5 is in this battle of Kevin Williamson. So we're seeing all this great racing happen. This is for the transfer spot. Williamson's got it. Thomas is also there, flip-flopping positions, and Rocky Battenfield says, you guys gonna battle that way? I'm gonna pull away. His number 97 has checked out from the back, and we've got 5 laps to go next time by around here at Limaland.
Yeah, and that 5, we talked about Sean Powers in that 533 machine. I said he wanted a few spots. Those guys that were battling back there, Williamson, Thomas, Morris, they were all beating and banging as the caution comes out. That allowed him to take 3rd place.
The caution is out.
I'll
Yellow
take
flag.
a look.
Let's find out what happened. The number 91 going around here. Calls to the caution.
Oh, in the 07, he
wow.
just that's lucky.
The 07
and,
and Dustin Bonin. Yeah, Bonin.
You know,
Wow.
this is one of those times I think Wesley, he's glad this was a sim race, because you hit one of them concrete pillars like that, it ain't a fun ride.
In reality, no. Under the yellow flag here, we're going to set them back and re-rack them and restack them. Actually, going to be single file for the restart. We're going to go back to 5 laps to go here.
5 to
lap
go.
10 of 15. 5 to go.
Well, it's been an interesting night to say the least. A lot of good racing, a few cautions, but that's to be expected on a dirt track. You know, the question is 60 laps around a bull ring track like this on dirt. How many tempers you think we're going to see tonight?
Oh, like I said when I came here on the air for the race for the start of this deal, I mean, this is a tight bull ring. It's not banked. It's kind of flat, but it's wide where you can go 3 and 4 wide. We've seen that a couple of times in preliminary action as we get ready to go back to green flag here for the final preliminary of the night here on LSRTV. Off of turn number 4, Battenfield on the loud pedal to the outside, making it work, and he's holding off Williamson and all comers as they get ready to come off of turn 4. Look at this. 3 wide for the lead. Are you kidding me?
That is insane. Sean Powers trying to make it on the bottom side in the 533. Tyler Walton gonna try to make something happen.
Tyler Walton. Yes, sir. Look at Tyler trying to slither his way there for that spot off the corner. Are you kidding me? Looking to slither and make something work on the outside of the racetrack. Walton, virtual style, goes up the top shelf in front of Battenfield, but Battenfield will not be denied. They'll come to the line, and it's 2 laps to go. 3 wide for the lead as they come off of 2.
What a battle. And while they're battling here, you don't want to take away from the racing, but look at this track. You can see some moisture and then a lot of dry spots in it. This track, it's just so many different colors out there.
Very interesting for the white flag. 1 more lap to go. Look at how punched up and packed up they are. Off of turn 4, shooting up the racetrack, bouncing off the wall. Battenfield will survive the final B main of the night.
It's going to be Battenfield Walton.
Tyler Walton. What a battle Tyler Walton put on, though, man. Wow, he was running the top shelf like crazy.
And Williamson going to be the last one advancing to the 60-lap A main event. We have a warm-up here. I believe it's going to be about 5 minutes. We're going to step right away. We're going to cut to a commercial. We're going to see if we can't get this all sorted out, and we'll be right back here in just a few moments.
We're going to go to break?
Yes, break.
We're going to go to break. All preliminaries are done. Coming up, the feature, 60 laps around Limaland. They get a quick warm-up before it's go time. We'll have more coverage of the World of Thunder, DirtFan.com, UMP Dirt Car Modifieds on LSRTV, the voice of sim racing.
They say everything is bigger. These guys down in Texas aren't messing around. This feature race will separate the boys from the men, the girls from the ladies. Can you handle racing 300 laps for $25,000? It's not as easy as you think. We don't stop to tow those too weak. We just push them out of the way. We don't run 20 laps. We run 300 each night. We don't care about what you and your boys have under the hood. Bring all you got. Don't be scared. Call my Cowboy Jack today to get signed up. It all goes down on October 2nd and 3rd in Mesquite, Texas, just outside of Dallas. Kenny Wallace is coming back this year to try again. You don't have excuses. Go to LoneStar600.com now.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom t-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized, I mean, we'll do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything, hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold to where we, you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customers and stuff. So you just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing, and if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink colors. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto to a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and you know, they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, just it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum, you know, requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees.yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
Welcome back to Limaland, virtual Limaland Raceway Park in Alita, Ohio. It's coverage of the World of Thunder iRacing League, dirtfan.com, UMP Dirt Car Modifieds on this Wednesday night as it's feature time here on LSRTV. I'm Wesley Outland, Charles Wooten alongside. Charles, we've got an awesome race coming up, 60 laps with the Modifieds here on a very tight track that has offered a lot of exciting racing and preliminaries.
It has, for sure, as we're still working some of those bugs out, but I think we're going in the right direction still.
Let's give you your starting lineup. Dylan Wilson will be on the pole. Dylan Wilson on the pole, and it's going to be Harvey on the outside of row number 1. Prescott and Vanagon will make up row number 2. Fox and Batten make it up row number 3. Killian Yost, row number 4. Casey and the other driver there, Vinci there, making up row number 5. As we look at the rest of the lineup here, as the field gets set, let's show the next ticker of our full field rundown. Battenfield, Yost, Walton, Grace, those drivers, good drivers, having to go through B-mains, but they're very talented and they are very, very good. So the question is, as we look at the rest of the lineup here, who are we going to watch when this feature gets underway? I would say, Charles, watch some of these drivers that are in the back roar to the front.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Those are going to be the ones to watch. As you know, some of these guys like Choder,
and we got a ticker working again.
Yes, we do. Ticker is working. It's still going to go crazy during cautions, unfortunately, but that is out of our control here. As we got the original, the good ticker, the one that's supposed to be here. As you can see them, they're trading spots. But yeah, someone like Dylan Thomas, Nate Choder, Tyler Batten, even James Grace, Rocky Battenfield, to see these guys further back in the field, I'm going to be watching them to come through that field here tonight.
There you go. So the field will get set to go here in just a moment for their event. A couple of more laps. Remember, they will do the 4-wide salute, and that will be coming up here in just a couple of moments as well. That 4-wide salute, we'll get it to you right here on LSR TV and their coverage of the best with this modified program, LSRTV, tonight. And we will get them ready to go for this most beautiful sight in all of racing. 4 wide coming up. The modifieds ready to roll here in just a second.
Yeah, the fourth row struggling a little.
Yeah, trying to get this last field assembled here. And I'm trying to find that script that Brandon Kurtz uses, but he's not present, and I can't find it. So, oh well, I'll do my own thing. Here they come, ready to roll. We'll get it set. Not going to use the original one that Brandon Kurtz uses because there's only one way Brandon can do it. But ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best of the modified world. These are the drivers that are ready to roar it. Graced by God in 700 horsepower. This is the World of Thunder. Dirtfan.com. UMP Modifieds. Limaland Raceway Park. They're coming at you. 4 wide virtual style. Make some noise as it's almost go time tonight.
Well, definitely always a good sight to see as well. Hide the overlay there just for a minute while they get resorted. And so, you know, 4 wide is good to see, but boy, it can cause some havoc on on the timing and scoring. So
yes, sir. Yes, it does. So we'll have to like reset it and go again. So yeah, obviously that wasn't my best 4 wide like Brandon Kurtz does, but you know, on the spot, I guess that's pretty good, Charles.
Yeah, and, you know, to talk about Brandon just for a minute, his day has just not been the day he wanted. He was talking to him earlier today, and he wanted to be here to help out as well, but they're going to take the green flag, as we'll get to that during the caution there. The green flag is out. It's going to be Harvey out front, followed by Batten, Fox, Vanagon, and they are all sorts of shaking it up right now. As good news is you have the timing screen now, so you can see all of the chaos that is ensuing.
I'm very, very happy. I'm happy. But we have trouble right before this race ever gets started. Caution is out, and we're going to show you the replay here. What took place? Oh, we got a scramble down at the bottom.
Yeah, that was Shad Prescott.
Together. Yeah, that's Prescott and Tyler Walton, and they all got in the wall. Wow, what a save there.
That is unfortunate for these guys. We go back to live. Again,
Hey, can I give a shout out to somebody? We got Dalton Rush from West Virginia. Dalton Rush, he is an announcer, a young announcer up at I-77 Speedway with Hal Furrow, some of the tracks that I get to announce races up during racing season. He's checking out LSRTV, so I figured I'd give him a big howdy doody and a shout out, and thanks for tuning in, Dalton. We appreciate you listening and watching.
Yes, definitely glad to have him. Boy, did he pick a night to show up.
Yes. Oh, we're ready to go back for the restart here. By the way, I don't think we got a lap complete, so we'll re-rack them and restack them for 60 laps.
Yeah, I don't think we did either, as Cole Harvey's still going to be out front. As there it is, green flag is back underway here on lap number 7. So again, that is not meaning we got laps complete. They had, of course, those mixture laps added for the 4 wide. Salute to the fans as it's Harvey out front, followed by Batten, Fox, Vanagon, and Wilson in your top 5 right now. And again, we got to keep in mind, we'll be talking to the hard charger here tonight who gains the most spots. Right now, that's up for grabs. There's a lot of people +3 right now, including Cody Batten.
The man leading the way is Cole Harvey. Cole Harvey out in front, Cody Batten second. Here comes now Dylan Fox in the mix as well. And how about Dylan Wilson, this young driver? Keep an eye on this talent, man. He is really a good driver from the West Coast, from California. He's a talent. Keep an eye on what he can do. He's in that number 4 position. And he put on one well of a show in the race we broadcast on Speed 51 a couple of weeks ago, Charles, which was the Triple Crown. It was the Southeast Dirt Classic Esports Triple Crown. He literally was trying to go 3 for 3, street stocks, modifieds, and late models. He finished 3rd in the Pro Late Model feature, where, of course, the Orange Blossom Special, Mr. Deadman went on to be the big winner, Kevin Deadman.
Yeah, Kevin Deadman, Dirty Grass Soul, awesome national anthem. We've had the privilege to use that before, as you know, the battles right now are just intense. all over this track here on lap number 13. Cole Harvey front here at the moment, but Batten and Wilson trying to battle it out, but Wilson has successfully got by Batten, and now that may spell trouble for Harvey, as Harvey is under fire from that number 80 machine.
And that's that 80 car. There's Dylan Wilson. That's who I was telling you about, the man from California, from Bakersfield, closing in on the driver Cole Harvey. That's the way they hold our positions. Harvey, Wilson, Batten, Fox, Casey, the top 5 as it stands. Yost battling. There is Richie Yost, Zane Yost. Are they related? Are they brothers?
I do believe there is a relation there. I'm not sure what it is, but I do believe there is a relation there. And
there you go.
while we talk about that, look at these front guys. Oh, now I say that Wilson's going to change it up a little bit. And to zoom out here, as we can see a lot of this field, everybody so far pretty much running the top side, and as I say that, they make me look stupid and go and run the bottom and middle as well. But
and we have a caution as well. And we have a caution. But one of the things is you're showing this camera angle on LSRTV, Charles. By the way, I love this angle because it shows how small this track is, but how wide it is, and the awesome racing that this track can provide in real life at Limaland. I've been to this track before with the modifieds. They're really, really exciting to watch in Alita, Ohio. And again, this is a very exciting racetrack, virtual or reality.
And you look in here, you would be right about where the cameraman is, so it's center of the front stretch and back stretch. And as he pans back around, come on, cameraman, get this camera going. This is about where you would see a typical flagman. There's where the flag stand usually is. It's not there.
And that's what's so unique about this racetrack, because it reminds me a lot of Cherokee Speedway or of course Talladega, if you're thinking of the Cup World and iRacing, because you literally roar down the front straightaway before you get to the flag stand. You can literally pull an upset victory off of turn 4 to try to get a win. Harvey, Wilson, Fox, Batten lead the way. We pause our voices on LSRTV so you can hear the world of thunder feel the thunder on this Wednesday night. Lap 22, we're working 22 of 66. Why? Because we use some laps for opening ceremonies, and then we have 60 green flag laps. So we're close to working over 10 laps now in this race, in the opening go of things here on LSRTV. The voice of sim racing, Charles Wooten, they are bunched up, battling all over the pack off that corner. Look at that Hornet's Nest. Look at that killer Hornet's Nest, 5 wide here at Limaland. Look at that.
That is insane. You know, you talk about this is a simulator to simulate the real deal. If I saw this happening at my local track, I'd probably be freaking out. I'd probably forget to record the thing, but this is some great racing right now. 3, 4, probably even 5 wide at some points, and they are absolutely tearing this track up. I don't think there's any moisture left, but they don't care. They're just out here just doing what they do best, and that's putting on a good show.
Shout out to Raiden Smith, Ghost Rider, also Team Outlaw, Jess Pate, and all the other 40+ viewers checking us out also live for our coverage. Thank you very much, as we have another caution on the speedway. So yellow flag is out yet again.
And going back here, I believe it was Cody Batten involved in this one. We'll see what happens to him in the number 71. And right there, loops it around. May have had a little help as well. And then the 20 tags him, and as well as the 03. So, you know, when it rains, it pours. You get hit once, you get hit twice. And no pun intended with all the storms that are going on around here.
Yeah, it's definitely falling, raining cats and dogs and hell and cows flying through the air in Texas where you're at right now.
You know, the only thing I can.
No disrespect. I'm just kind of playing with you.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing I think of if I see a cow flying is, you know, maybe it'll hit like an electrical line or something, and maybe I'll have some free steaks. But
right.
Well, I seriously doubt I'd be out in it. But hey, you know, I'll take it. Free steaks, maybe a nice ribeye sounds pretty good.
There you go.
We'll see. Somebody may not be getting a steak, but they're going to try to get a chicken dinner as, no, the green flag out, and the pace truck decided it wants the monster.
The pace truck is still on the track. He's amongst all the chaos, and they're going to call off the restart. Now watch the pace truck come out of nowhere at 200 miles an hour and just fly through the field.
Yeah, he drives right through you. And I believe I can't.
Actually, he drove through the infield. Did you see him just cut through the racetrack?
Yeah,
he literally just drove the pace truck through the racetrack to catch the tail end of the pack. Here he comes. There he goes. All right,
the pace truck knows no limits, but I can't confirm this as it wasn't on the service back then. But I do believe back in the day you could actually hit the pace car, and they did away with that, which is probably a good thing because some of these guys really like to get as close as they can to the pace truck. You know, me personally, you know, it's just my personal opinion. I think it would be cool to have an invisible pace car that only the drivers could see on a dirt track racing, because there is no pace truck in real dirt track racing. I think it would be cool if it was just invisible to us and only the drivers could see it.
Well, actually, I have to disagree with you there because sometimes we have a pace truck for like opening ceremonies, but as far as having the pace truck be out there for the continuation of the race, no, they use it for opening ceremonies and they get out of harm's way. And then there's some tracks that again don't even have a pace truck or a pace car. So yes, I totally get what you're saying, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's some kind of an adjustment that can be made, can be done. So you're watching the ticker on the top, and I know it says like lap 27 of 66. This is a 60-lap green flag race. So they're adding a lap on to every lap that they go under caution, because obviously they let caution laps count because we've done the full wide salute, we did opening ceremonies, blah, 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 blah. We're working lap 28 of 27 now of 66. So once they get the field correct, then they will get the lineup correct and change the numbers, and we will have a 60-lap green flag race when this is all said and done, Charles.
Yeah, we definitely will. And yeah, there's just no good way to do it right now. That nobody's really figured it out as far as overlays goes, like you said. So it kind of resets itself. So there you see it goes from 28 to 27, and it'll just fluctuate a little bit. But either way, we are taking the green flag one more time. I'm gonna lose my voice before it's all over. As Dylan Wilson out front in the number 80 machine, followed by Jordan Casey, Zane Yost, Cole Harvey, who started out front, has followed back to fourth, and Cody Batten trying to make something happen there in the 71, who, keep in mind, was just around a little while ago.
By the way, shout out to Dalton. It's Dalton. I think I said Roush. I think it's Roush, like Roush Yates Racing. Dalton Roush in West Virginia. So thanks, buddy. Dylan Wilson to the whip. He goes to the lead. Not anymore. And it's Casey Wilson fighting for the top spot. Yost is there as they exit off the corner.
Yeah, this is interesting here. You got Dylan Wilson through the middle. You got the 83 of Zane Yost. Right now, he is catfishing it on the bottom. And then, of course, that is Jordan Casey ripping the lip up in the top. So 3 distinct lines working. Right now, Dylan Wilson said, nah, I don't like that line. I'm going to take your line, Wilson, or Casey. And he's going to try to see if he can get by him, man. Doesn't work out, but he's going to keep digging.
And look at Yost on the bottom. That's Zane Yost in that car. The white car with the pink numbers to the inside in number 30. Looking for that number 1 position as they come back across the line. Another lap on the board. And I'll tell you somebody else that I've been keeping an eye on here. Let's go back to 10th in the field. Tyler Walton. He started mired in the back because of going through a B main. He's now cracking the top 10. Keep an eye on that number blue and orange 38 there.
Yeah, and we can't hardly see it at this angle here. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Look at the top of that number 38. He's got police lights on the top of the car.
Oh, I love it. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? Take the field down when I come for you. So there he goes. Yes,
He's
Walton.
trying to do it here. He's going to work on the 129.
Oh,
and
look out, Walton. Look out. We got trouble right in front of him. Oh,
contact everywhere. We stay green somehow through all that.
LSRTV and no caution. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? 3 wide, and Walton got like a 2-for-1 special out of that deal a moment ago when the car spun in front of him.
And he did. He's up 8 spots, and he just needs to gain 3 more, and he'll be our hard charger right now. That belongs to Zane Yost. So he just needs to pick up a few spots as the battle for the lead is on. Jordan Casey and Dylan Wilson trying to make it happen. Wilson not going to be content with second place, but the question is, does he have what it takes to get by that 42? They are teammates, so they're going to race each other clean, but they're going to race each other very hard.
Very clean, very hard as they get ready to exit off the corner. And this is a working lap 40 of 66. So if you do the math, there's about 27 laps to go. So we just passed halfway in this event. Some of the caution laps do not count, but they counted caution laps. So that's why we're trying to cycle the field out. So I'm looking at about 25 laps to go now in this event. So we have 35 laps complete in the 60-lap event. And it's still Jordan Casey leading, but Wilson's right there after him.
He is right there with him. Some battles all over the track right now. Walton actually lost 1 spot back in the 38 machine. He's in 9th place, 7 spots up at the moment, as we'll still keep an eye on that battle for the lead. It looks like Wilson has fallen back a little bit. He hadn't fallen back a lot.
Yep. Yeah, he's fell back a little bit. I wonder if he's playing possum, saving something for the end. And so he got in the wall. The leader got in the wall. Jordan Casey got in the wall. Wilson going to try to take advantage of it to reel him in off the corner, but I don't know if he can make anything happen. But the leader hit the wall, and that cost him big time there.
Yeah, they're coming up right about now. I believe that's the line. No, it's backstretch. Next time by will be 20 laps to go. And you know, this is the longest green flag little stint we have had here so far, with Jordan Casey out front. We got a nice little battle with Shad Prescott, who did start a little further up, as he is still -2 spots. He had an issue early on. I'm not sure if he had contact with just the tire or somebody got him into a tire. Either way, the tire was involved. He goes to the back, and he's fighting his way back to the front of this field.
Battling for position there, working the final 20 laps, under 20 to go. The leader, Jordan Casey, under attack by Dylan Wilson, ever slow slightly, reeling him in as you see more racing in the back amongst the top 5. But there's your leaders as they come off of turn 4 back to the flag stand. Working lap number 49 of 66. This is the longest green flag run of the race so far. And again, as I emphasized and reiterated on, so is also colleague Charles Wooten. We're going to see lap traffic come to an opportunity to affect the leaders for the finish of this race. In addition to that, the racetrack has really changed. It's really gotten slicked off and darkened really fast too.
Yeah, and that's going to be James Grace, the 269, going to be the first one. Can Dylan Wilson use the 269 of James Grace as a pick to try to get by? He may. Is Grace up on the high side where Jordan Casey is? But no, Casey said not happening. I'm going to dive to the bottom. He slides it up, makes contact with Grace.
Wow, they come back off the corner. The laps are winding down with Jordan Casey, Dylan Wilson, Zane Yost right there. Dylan Fox, Cody Batten, the top 5. Wilson now to the lead on the inside. Wilson battling with Casey. Casey back on the outside as they go side by side up the racetrack. They fight more. Oh, look at these slide job city crossovers.
What a battle going on here. You know, you talk about domination here. D1RT out front right now, whether it's Wilson or Casey. Both of them have been dominant here in this race. And unfortunately, Zane Yost, as good as he is, just not having enough for these two right now, as he's sitting back in 3rd place. Dylan Fox, keep in mind, while he's running apparently a solid black paint job, he's also a D1RT car, or at least he was, unless something has changed that I am unaware about with that solid black car. We'll find out shortly, but assuming he is, that would be a top 3 for D1RT.
And by the way, we are under 10 laps to go, with Jordan Casey leading the way, the man out in front. There's the battle for the leaders. Jordan Casey, Dylan Wilson flip-flopping. In one lap, it's Wilson. Next lap, it's Casey. To the inside, to the outside. More slide job, sliders, and out of white crystal. As my colleague Dustin Jarrett says at Dirt on Dirt, they go back to the corner with Wilson to the bottom. Up the racetrack goes Casey. Now he bounces off the wall. Wilson will bounce off the wall. Casey to the inside, and again they slide job inside, outside, fighting for position, fighting for the win here to World of Thunder tonight on Limaland, and trying to stay in the front to get through this lap traffic as well. I lost my train of thought there.
Yeah, we do. We have the one car in front of them. I'm not sure who that is at the moment, as we don't have officially a one being scored, as we'll see if they can get by him cleanly. As
5 to go, by the way. 5 to go.
5 laps to go. This is the battle on the track right now. We won't go anywhere else unless something drastic happens. But looks like Wilson's still hanging in there. He is falling back just a little bit. I'm wondering if he's setting himself up trying to make a pass here in these last laps.
Coming to the line, 4 laps to go. Down the back straightaway here at Limaland. Limaland Speedway. They come to the line here in virtual Alita, Ohio. 3 laps to go. The leader is Wilson and Casey. They flip-flop positions back and forth, left and right, inside and outside for those spots as they get ready to exit off the corner. Make it 2 laps to go down. Dylan Wilson to the inside, Casey to the outside. They bounce off of one another. They hold on to that spot, and time is running out. Charles, up the racetrack goes Wilson.
That is not what he needed. He needed to get by. Here he's going to dive it one more time. White flag is in the air. Wilson out front. Here comes Casey for the crossover. This is going to be a drag race to the end.
Here they come. It's going to be Wilson to slip. Will Casey get him on the bottom? I think he will. Wilson comes back.
No, Wilson got it by 0.023 seconds.
It's Dylan Wilson. Are you kidding me?
Wilson takes the win by 0.023 seconds here for the wow, just an amazing race.
What a finish. What a finish.
And Wilson not going to do much celebrating, but
23 1,000ths of a second. Can we show the finish of that race again? Oh my God.
I believe we could. Let's see. There's the checkered flag being waved.
Let's show the replay one more time. Dylan Wilson in the 80 car. Casey on the outside of the 40. They come back to the line. Look at this. This is the white flag lap. This is the white flag lap. Up the racetrack goes Wilson one more time. Casey back to the bottom. And my goodness, Charles Wooten, what a battle coming off of turn number 4 to the finish line. And Wilson got him at the stripe.
What a finish. I believe we may have another iRacing top 10 here, possibly.
Wow, another great finish at Limaland. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, rest our voices. When we come back, we have got the Clean Warps servers post-game, post-race wrap-up in just a moment. What a race. We'll be right back on LSRTV.
They say everything is bigger. These guys down in Texas aren't messing around. This feature race will separate the boys from the men, the girls from the ladies. Can you handle racing 300 laps for $25,000? It's not as easy as you think. We don't stop to tow those too weak. We just push them out of the way. We don't run 20 laps. We run 300 each night. We don't care about what you and your boys have under the hood. Bring all you got. Don't be scared. Call my Cowboy Jack today to get signed up. It all goes down on October 2nd and 3rd in Mesquite, Texas, just outside of Dallas. Kenny Wallace is coming back this year to try again. You don't have excuses. Go to LoneStar600.com now.
What a wild one. When it's all said and done here at Limaland, virtual Limaland Raceway Park in Aleta, Ohio. What a show on LSRTV, the voice of sim racing. Wesley Outland, Charles Wooten back with you on this Wednesday night. What a program in the world of Thunder, DirtFan.com, Dirt Car UMP mods in the Team Outlaw 60. When it's all said and done, Dylan Wilson getting the big victory. He now joins us on our post-race wrap-up. Welcome to the Clan Wars. Welcome to the Clan Wars servers post-race show, as we're going to interview our top 3 finishers as well as the hard charger. And joining us in victory lane right now from Bakersfield, California, Dylan Wilson. Dylan, congratulations.
Thank you, guys. That was a fun race to be a part of.
What a performance. What a race.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was last 40 laps. The first part of the race didn't seem like it was going to go too well with all the yellows, and then we got strung out there, and me and Jordan put on a hell of a show, so hopefully everybody enjoyed that.
You really, really battled hard. You battled strong. You tried everything that you could to make something work. You and Casey, as I use with my friend Dustin Jarrett, a Dirt on Dirt, more sliders than what you can get at a White Crystal, inside, outside, top to bottom. You guys were flip-flopping positions back and forth. What made that final move work when you went to the outside, coming to the checkered flag, 23 one-thousandths of a second to finish the race and win?
Just trying to throw him off his line. That's all it comes down to. The more the laps start to run down, the more aggressive you got to be. So I think he thought I was throwing a slider on that last lap in turn 1, and he crossed it over, which kind of gave me the preferred line in 3 and 4. And you ran the bottom, and he ran the bottom. He ran the bottom, and I'm not sure he knew exactly how to run it, so that gave me a huge run off the top. So we'll take it, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed watching that. And much as we enjoyed putting on the show.
For sure, man, definitely. Hey, listen, awesome performance. Charles Wooten, you have anything else you want to add to this?
Like I mentioned prior to this, we've had one top 10 in the iRacing top 10 to Wilson and Casey. I think we're going to submit that. It's definitely got to be worthy of what month are we in? May top 10? I think it's worthy of it.
May 15th, I guess, coming up about mid-May. So, yeah, what a show. Good show, Dylan Wilson. Congratulations, man, for joining us, and keep up that momentum, definitely, for sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. I got to thank the guys over at D1RT Racing. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting, so everybody could have watched that. And thanks to William Duval and the guys over at Roll the Thunder that put this deal on. Appreciate it every Wednesday.
What a show. When it's all said and done, the man out of Bakersfield, California, from the West Coast, takes it down in the Buckeye State Virtual. Dylan Wilson, number 80, winning here with the World League 60 tonight. This big race, the Team Outlaw 60 at Limaland. We're going to talk to the second place finisher of the race and get his thoughts. That's, of course, the driver, Jordan Casey, in the 99. And Jordan, a crazy race here, coming to the end of it. You finished second. What's your thoughts of the race?
It was pretty fun. I had to start like midfield there, so well, not really midfield. I'm not sure where I started, like 10th, I'm pretty sure. And just tried to be patient there. It was kind of one lane from the get-go, and then Wilson got that middle to work, and I just knew I had to be up top. So I just tried to roll top and stay out of the wall, but caught it one too many times, and then he got on my bumper and threw that slider and made it work. So it was pretty fun.
And you know, Charles, as we bring Casey in here for a second place interview, the crazy thing we talked about during this LSRTV broadcast is this track is not big. It's a bull ring, but it's wide enough and fast enough where you can have some crazy finishes. And we saw the start-finish line be used between Casey and Wilson to the checkered flag, Charles.
That they definitely did. Again, .023 was the gap at the line. Just an outstanding run here for Jordan Casey. And I mentioned it earlier that you would see somewhere on the car, I don't know where it is on either one of the Jordan Casey or Dylan Wilson's car, but somewhere I'm sure it says D1RT domination. Well, they did that here tonight. Congrats, Jordan Casey, on the second place, and just one heck of a run.
Yeah, but thanks. Yeah, it's too bad. Chad was running third there, and then he incident limited out because I guess he ran over the whole field trying to get to the front. So it's just typical Chad, you know. I'm just kidding, but it was a good run for Chad too. He would have had P3, but incident got him at the end there. Got to thank Dylan Wilson for the setup tonight. I didn't have anything ready. I just joined at last second. Got to thank everybody at D1RT and Station 2 Bar, Gary Yankee. Got to thank him. And you guys for broadcasting, and everybody that helps out this series. Got to thank them.
So, Jordan, final question. Did you guys kind of respect each other a little bit because you're teammates fighting for that win?
Oh, yeah, but anybody else, I would have junked him. No, I would have. I mean, if it was somebody else, I might have clear hide a little bit because I knew he was going to have a big run out of 4. But that's just the way to race. There's so many egos in this sim racing world now that it's just crazy. So you try to race everybody with respect and go into each race with a new mindset, saying that guy didn't junk me last time, because all it's going to end up is hurting you in the future or this race or whatever. So I mean, yeah, I definitely raced him with a little bit more respect, and as if I would race somebody else that dirtied me like a different race or something like that. But Wilson was literally one of the cleanest guys on the server, so everybody kind of raced him with respect.
Well, good job to you, bud. Second place to Jordan Casey, 23 1,000 short when it came to the finish here at Limaland over Dylan Wilson, but second place. Thanks for being on tonight.
Yep, thanks, guys. See ya.
Yeah, that's again Jordan Casey. By the way, the interval at the finish line, 0.023, 23 thousandths at the checkered flag here in a crazy race that we always thought was going to be here tonight at Limaland in the Team Outlaw 60 on LSRTV. Third place finisher is, of course, Zane Yost in number 30. Zane, you passed 10 cars, crazy race in this event. Are you happy with the podium? Craziest in the front for the victory, too.
Yeah, being ahead of everybody else except D1RT, they're fast. So like, if I can be in front of all the people behind them, I'll take that. Especially how slick the track was and my starting position. I just rolled the bottom as well as I could and just picked them off one by one.
Charles.
Well, you know, I mentioned here, I told you Zane Yost, someone to look out for. Well, the question I got before we get into the racing stuff is here, we got 2 Yosts here in here. Any relation there?
Yes, I was going to say that, yes. Zane Yost and the other Yost family member. Y'all related?
Yeah, we're brothers, Richie and I.
Richie and Zane, they're brothers. There you go.
There you have it. And we know the relation now. Now we can get into the racing questions of here. And of course, you know, we didn't have too many cautions there. We had a few at the beginning, and then it really went green towards the end of this race for those last 30, 40 laps of it. You know, had we had another caution come out, you think you could have set yourself up possibly on the inside to maybe make a pass? Because it seemed like that inside lane was where passes were being made tonight.
I mean, from previous restarts, when the tires cool off under caution, the bottom's place to be probably the first 2 or 3 laps, and then it just goes to the top. But maybe if it was a green-white checkered, I'd have thrown an elbow or 2. Nah, I'm kidding. I raced them with respect.
Well, we have one racing with respect, the other said he'd junk them, so two different opposite ends of there. But we know Jordan Casey, he wouldn't junk anyone, not intentionally anyway. But some great racing here. Zane, anyone you got to thank on the car for making it as fast as it was here tonight?
Absolutely got to thank my brother for the setup help. I have to thank Michael Clark at Side by Designs for the good looking skin I have there. I have to thank Tyler Summerlin at Tyler Summerlin Enterprise. I have to thank you guys for putting this stuff on, and World of Thunder. You guys give us a place to race and have some fun.
Fun time for sure, exactly, man. Congratulations. Top 3 finish for Zane Yost as he gets a 3rd place finish at Limaland. He was the man right there in the virtual world, seeing all the craziness between Casey and Wilson. 23,000 craziness when the checker flag fell here in virtual Limaland, Ohio. We're going to go to the hard charger of the race, but before we do that, let's take a look at the finishing results of this event here tonight on LSRTV with the Team Outlaw 60, or I guess we'll just go over the results here real quickly. Dylan Wilson is your winner. Of course, again, Jordan Casey 2nd, Zane Yost 3rd. We talked to them a moment ago. Dylan Fox is 4th, Cody Batten 5th. Then you got Cole Harvey 6th, Jack Ritz is 7th, Nate Choder is 8th. And by the way, he's our hard charger of the race. He's coming up next. Tyler Walton, what a run for him in 38. He started mired in the back and finished in the 9th position. Dylan Thomas is 10th. As we look at the rest of the rundown, Yost, Hall, Prescott, Grace, Batten, O'Neill, obviously the driver of Sheldon O'Brien there. As we look at the rest of the rundown here in this event, and again, Wrights and the rest of the pack, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, all through the field, the 24-car field, rounding out with Kevin Williamson of 24 starters. So that's the way the World of Thunder UMP Modifieds presented by DirtFan.com wraps up here tonight on LSR TV. And joining us before we get on out of here is the hard charger of the event. We mentioned all the positions he passed, and I believe, Charles, you've got the statistics. How many cars did he pass overall to be the hard charger tonight?
That's we got word that he was 10 plus spots, but 11 spots. That is right. So 11 spots gained from to finishing 8th place for Nate Choder.
There you go. So again, the driver of Mr. Nate Choder, you were on the wheel hard tonight at Limaland.
Yeah, he kind of had to be. I had a bad feeling about the draw, and I don't know. I don't have very good luck because in the heat race, started last, around last row, and kind of made a way up just enough to get a decent spot, starting spot in the B main, and then had to come from there. So it was quite a battle all night.
A good race for certain. Again, over 11 spots you passed. How did you get around the field? I mean, this is a tight racetrack. It's very action-packed. We saw 4 and 5 wide racing. We saw that hellacious finish at the checker flag of 23 thousandths of a second between Wilson and Casey. We knew that virtual Limaland tonight was going to offer that kind of excitement. What did it take to finish so many cars ahead of the pack the way you started?
I think the biggest thing was I had to stay clean. I was running a lot of lines where other guys weren't. It might not have been the fastest line, but I would tuck into behind guys every few laps, and you can't do anything with them if you're following them. So I tried to pick them off here and there, run another line, and sometimes I'd get together with another guy and I'd be able to pick off a car here and there, just staying clean and just running elsewhere.
A fun time. Charles, anything else you want to add, bud, before we wrap it up?
Well, if we get our mic there sorted, just one question before we go. You had a lot of spots gained. You were picking them off through this field. Do you think you, if had that caution about late race, once you gained those spots, do you think you had a car that could have possibly given the leaders a run for the money?
That's kind of a stretch. I don't know. I kind of feel like I kind of settled in once I got towards, maybe if a yellow come out, I could have maybe got a couple more, but I felt like kind of once I got up to 8th, I don't know, for what I was running here, I was pretty happy with it, a top 10, coming from, so many cars starting in the back of a heat and coming back that far. So I'll take it, but, those guys are up front. They were pretty quick.
Well, you put on a heck of a show here tonight. You got the hard charger, 11 spots gained to 8th place.
Well, Nate Choder, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you jumping on the broadcast stream, and we'll see you next Wednesday night.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for putting this on and covering it.
There you go. So, gonna get out of here in about a quick hot minute when it's all said and done. A phenomenal race for sure. When it's finished up, what a craziness. What a wild finish for sure. 23 1,000ths of a second when the checkered flag fell here tonight at Limaland, at virtual Limaland Raceway Park in Aleta, Ohio, with the next round of the World of Thunder DirtFan.com Dirt Car UMP Modifieds here in the Team Outlaw 60. Charles, it was a crazy race. We hyped it up, and it was a wild one. I know we had some score ticker issues, but the race finish was worth the craziness when it was all said and done.
It definitely was. It was hyped up, and they delivered here tonight with a solid finish. Again, that finish will be first and second. 0.023 seconds. Probably the second closest finish we've had here in the last 2 months.
23 thousandths of a second. Emphasize that. When the checkered flag fell, 23 thousandths of a second, a wild finish. Probably one of the closest finishes that will be in the history of the World of Thunder program on LSRTV. The voices you heard in our broadcast tonight include Charles Wooten. I am Wesley Outland. He also ran the broadcast and the production side of things, and we'll be back next Wednesday night as well. For everybody at World of Thunder, DirtFan.com, this is, of course, coverage of LSRTV, the voice of sim racing. God bless, and as always, keep praying for America.
This broadcast is the copyrighted work of LSRTV and may not be rebroadcast, retranslated, or used in any form without the express written consent of 52 Media LLC and iRacing.com Motorsports Simulations. LSRTV would like to thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast.